Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square. It's really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law.
If I owned Twitter, I'd increase the tweet character count. I mean, 280 is way too less to bash the airlines for cancelling my flight last moment. But if only owning Twitter was that easy. It isn't. At least, not for me. But there is someone who bought it off as we grab discounted t-shirts from a summer sale. The difference here is that Twitter is not a t-shirt but a global name worth billions, and there is no discount. Wondering who did this act? Well, it's none other than the man who has an estimated fortune of $212 billion, Elon Musk. What? Seriously? When? Wait. This video will answer all your questions. In this video, we will talk about who owns Twitter. Twitter is an American communication company based in San Francisco, California. The company operates the microblogging and social networking service Twitter. Twitter was created by Jack Dorsey, Noah Glass, Biz Stone, and Evan Williams in March 2006 and launched in July of that year. By 2012, more than 100 million users posted 340 million tweets a day, and the service handled an average of 1.6 billion search queries per day. The company went public in November 2013. By the starting of 2019, Twitter had more than 330 million monthly active users. Business magnate Elon Musk revealed that he had bought 9.1% of Twitter for $2.64 billion on April 4, 2022. In response, Twitter's stock rose as much as 27%, and Twitter shares experienced the largest intraday surge since Twitter's IPO in 2013. Musk was offered a seat on Twitter's board of directors as a part of the deal that prohibited him from acquiring more than 14.9% of the company. But Musk decided not to join the board before his appointment became effective on April 9th. In a TED interview, Musk showed interest in fighting internet censorship around the world, saying that Twitter should match the laws of the country. Musk's concern about free speech has been directed almost entirely at Twitter's moderation policies. In 2017, Musk casually tweeted, "I love Twitter." And then a user asked him to buy the microblogging platform, to which Musk replied, "How much is it?" Guess he has the answer to his question now. The tweet went viral after his recent takeover of Twitter by the CEO of Tesla. When was the big deal made? The media cannot get enough of the billion-dollar Twitter deal, and the excitement and curiosity, well, makes sense. Musk made an unsolicited offer on April 14th to acquire Twitter for $44 billion and take the company private, saying that he believed in the importance of free speech for democracy around the world. Twitter's board introduced a poison pill strategy on April 15th, which would allow shareholders to buy the additional stock should a hostile takeover occur as a means to block Musk's takeover. On April 20, Musk secured $46.5 billion as a tender offer to buy Twitter. After a whole day of will he, won't he, Twitter and Elon Musk arrived at a deal. Musk now owns Twitter, and the billionaire has to pay $44 billion for it. It was repeated that Musk had managed to put together a $46.5 billion funding package to acquire the microblogging platform, and conversations were in between board members and Musk to settle on the terms of the deal. Twitter board conducted a thoughtful and comprehensive process to assess Elon's proposal. Deliberate focus on value, certainty, and financing was made. The proposed transaction seems to deliver a substantial cash premium, and the company believes it is the best path forward for Twitter's stockholders. Parag Agrawal, the CEO of Twitter, said that Twitter has a purpose and relevance that impacts the entire world. Deeply proud of our team and inspired by the work that has never been more important. On April 25th, it was reported that Twitter was prepared to accept Musk's offer, with the board publicly accepting the offer later that day. Twitter announced that it had entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an entity wholly owned by Elon Musk for $54.20 per share in cash in a transaction valued at approximately $44 billion. Once this transaction is complete, Twitter will become a privately held company. What does the agreement state? The terms of the agreement state that Twitter's stockholders will receive $54.20 in cash for each share of Twitter common stock that they own upon closing of the proposed transaction. This purchase price represents a 38% premium to Twitter's stock price at closing on April 1st this year, the last trading day before Musk disclosed his 9.3% stake in the company. But what if Musk has a change of plans? Musk and Twitter agreed to a so-called reverse termination fee of $1 billion when the two sides reached a deal last month. Still, the breakup fee isn't an option payment that allows Musk to bail without consequences. A reverse breakup fee paid from a buyer to a target applies when there is an outside reason a deal cannot close, such as regulatory intimidation or third-party financial concerns. A buyer can also walk if there's a fraud, assuming the discovery of incorrect information as a so-called material adverse effect. However, a market dip like the current sell-off that has caused Twitter to lose more than $9 billion in the market cap wouldn't count as a valid reason for Musk to cut loose. If Musk were to abandon a bid simply because he felt he overpaid, Twitter could sue him for billions in damages in addition to collecting the $1 billion fee. Unlike the teenage breakups filled with tears and ice creams, this one will cost about $1 billion to Elon Musk if he decides to back up. Musk tweeted that he is putting the offer on hold to check if the percentage of fake accounts is over 5%, as proposed by Twitter's team. While the entire globe entered the phase of speculation and doubt after his tweet, he followed up with another tweet stating that he is still committed to the acquisition. What is on Musk's list next? Musk has stated that his first plan is to open source the algorithm that ranks tweets in the constant feed, in order to increase transparency in the content. He has stated an intention to remove the spam bots and to authenticate all real humans. Musk said, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital in the future of humanity are debated." He said that he wants to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithm open source to increase trust, defeat the spam bots, and authenticate all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential, and Elon looks forward to working on the company and the community of users to unlock this potential. While the new owner of Twitter believes in the potential of the platform, we hope to have your belief and support for our channel. So, you know the drill. Subscribe to Vault of Vokes, comment your views, like our videos, and share them with fellow enthusiasts. Until we meet next, stay curious, stay awesome. Vault of Vokes signing off.